Hello children, welcome to the video class. This is your social class. I hope you are all safe and good at your house. Yes, before starting our new chapter, we will see small recap of the previous chapter. We learned about weather and climate in the previous chapter. Yes, weather, it is the atmospheric condition of a place for a short period, and then weather, it changes frequently. But climate, it prevails over a large area and for a long period of over 30 to 40 years. And then there are many types of climates. India has a monsoon type of climate. Summer remains hot and wet. Winters are cold and dry. The Mediterranean region receives rain in winters. In deserts, days are hot and nights are cold. Places located near the equator have a hot and humid climate. Places located away from sea have extreme or continental type of climate. Places located near the sea coast, it have a moderate climate. And then our earth is divided into three heat zones, namely torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. Yes. And then today we are going to see about Democratic Republic of Congo is your fourth chapter. Democratic Republic of Congo, the land of dense forest. Is Congo, it is considered as the land of dense forest. And then to understand the influence of climate on the human and vegetative life in different climatic zones, we need to cite examples of countries that lie in those zones. Yes, in the previous chapter we saw about different types of climates. No, in order to understand those types of climate, we need some examples of countries that lie in those climatic zones. Yes, likewise we are going to see about the Democratic Republic of Congo's climate, and then vegetation, and then wildlife and life of people in Congo. Is to start with, we shall discuss the Democratic Republic of Congo that lies in the equatorial region. The Democratic Republic of Congo, it lies in the equatorial region. Yes, and then look at here, this is the African political map. See, this one is Congo. It is located in the Central Africa. Location. The equator passes through the country. Is the equator, it passes through this country, and it is one of the largest countries of Africa. Underline it children. And has an area of about 23.5 lakh square kilometers. The equator, it passes through the Congo, and Congo, it is the largest countries of Africa, and its area is about 23.5 lakh square kilometer, and then it is surrounded by 9 countries. Yes, Congo, see, look at here, Congo, it is surrounded by 9 countries. Is like Uganda, South Sudan, Central African Republic, and then Congo. The Democratic Republic of Congo is located in Central Africa and is surrounded by land on all sides. This is why it is also called a landlocked country. Is the Democratic Republic of Congo, it is located in Central Africa and it is surrounded by land on all sides. Congo, it is called a landlocked country because it is surrounded by land on all sides. Yes. And then the Congo river flows in the central part, which is surrounded by mountains and plateaus. Yes, the Congo river, it flows in the central part and it is surrounded by mountains and plateaus. And then it cuts the equator twice. It cuts the equator 2 times. And then towards northeast lies Rwenzori mountains. And then note the location of major lakes along its eastern boundary. There are some major lakes that lie in the eastern boundaries, like Lake Albert and Edward. And then climate of Congo. The climate of Congo is tropical. The climate of Congo is tropical, and then heavy rains occur almost daily. Yes, heavy rains, it occurs almost daily. The main features of tropical climate are rains throughout the year, high temperature throughout the year, high humidity, that means hot and humid climate, and then uncomfortable daytime, comparatively pleasant evenings and nights. And then Congo has hot and wet climate throughout the year. Congo, it has hot and wet climate throughout the year. And then rainfall occurs all the year round, and it is called the convectional rain. Yes, convectional rain means type of rainfall, especially in tropical areas where ground is heated from the hot sun. Yes, and then it rains in the afternoon and after the scorching heat of the midday. This was the climate of Congo. And then vegetation. This region has thick evergreen forest. Trees are tall and hard wooded. These forests are uneconomical because of the thick undergrowth of bushes and shrubs. Yes, this region, it has thick evergreen forest. Trees are very tall and hard wooded, and then these forests are uneconomical because of the thick undergrowth of bushes and shrubs. And then the trees found are ebony, mahogany and rubber are useful trees of these forest. Ebony, mahogany and rubber are useful trees of these forest. And then surrounding the evergreen forest or the grassland with short trees. Yes, the evergreen forest, it is surrounded by the grasslands with short trees. And then here the climate is not so hot and wet. And then these grasslands are called savannas. Yes, that's all children. Today's class was over. Your homework. Describe the climate and vegetation of Congo. Read your book properly and then write the answer for this question. Yes, today we saw about the location and then climate and then vegetation of Congo. Yes, Congo, it is a country, it is the largest country in Africa, and then equator, it passes through this country, and then it has an area about 23.5 lakh square kilometers, and then it is surrounded by 9 countries, and then it is called as a landlocked country because it is surrounded by a land on all sides. Yes, and then there are Congo rivers that flows in the central part, which is surrounded by mountains and plateaus, and then there are some lakes also. And then the climate of Congo is tropical, and then vegetation, it has thick evergreen forest and ebony, mahogany and rubber are some useful trees of these forest. Yes, that's all children. We will see in the next class.